Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know? Aquarius. Yeah, there's some change coming. Aquarius. Ooh. Somebody could be making changes to their home, their financial foundation. It's a reason to celebrate, though. This is some very positive energy. Ooh, justice is in your favor. There's harmony here. Ooh, this is nice. This is really nice. This is about somebody with some Libra energy, possibly, but it's about harmony and balance. Is being restored. This is something just right. Wow. Yeah, things are about to speed up, gaining momentum, communication coming in. Oh, I see a King of Pentacles, a person who's stable. This is someone who's been very busy, focused a lot on their money. This is a person who likes to plan ahead, so someone's planning something. It's going to create change. I wonder if this is someone who's been focusing on their house and home, because it looks like change. See, creating harmony and balance here. Just right. Very meticulous. Yeah, this person about to make a decision. I see there's definitely someone with some Libra energy. They could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, there's lots of fire here too. But it is about gaining momentum, communicating. This is someone who's been busy. And I feel they've been preparing something here, planning, preparing. This is a person who does this. This is someone about to step up to the plate. It's a person making a decision, out with the old, in with the new. So this is changes, necessary changes being made. Ooh, some of you are curious right now. This could be somebody here curious about you, but it has to do with learning something. Yeah. Maybe a curious neighbor, someone around you, but whoever this person is, there's something being learned. There's curiosity. It has to do with communication, but it's coming in, gaining momentum. So let's have a look. I'm going to put this deck aside. Tell me about the world. You know, someone's taken a little time out, a much needed break. So there's been changes. Someone's taken some time. It's clearing things up, clearing things out. Someone's out of their head, that's for sure. But it's someone who's been kind of pinned down. That's why I feel this person who's been really busy. But there is a communication. That they're curious about something, though, that they're thinking about. Let's have a look at the Four of Wands. Why is the Four of Wands here? What is this all about? House and a home, a reason to celebrate. I don't know if this is someone been, cleaning up their home, clearing things out, finding harmony and balance. But it has to do with justice in your favor, doing things just right. Yeah, I see some people. This could be someone in your community, online dating, social media. I see harmony. There's harmony here to do with people. It's what someone's been thinking. See, it has to do with changes, necessary changes. This could be somebody out with the old, in with the new. But I feel it's more of stepping up to the plate. So let's have a look at this Eight of Wands. Yeah, there's a lot of desire and attraction. Ooh. Tell me about this King of Wands. Yeah, see, there's interest. They're interested in everything you do. It's somebody who wants to talk. They've probably been talking to people. They've learned something, maybe that you're interested in them, or something you're interested in. Sometimes it can be like it's like a reason to communicate. If it's somebody getting rid of things, are you interested in this? Or, there's something about this person because they've been preparing. There's interest. They want to know everything. Tell me about this. You're probably just going to find out this person's curious and interested about you, but it has to do with a judgment, a decision. They're making a decision. It has to do with work or building. See, putting an effort building. This could have to do with work, but to me it looks like a reason and a little idea or something. There's a little bit of a strategy, but it's an energy of wanting to know everything. What you do for work. But it's working, building. Something's paying off here. Let's have a look at the Seven of Pentacles again. Yeah, you got a person here. It's a person very bold, very confident. Some of you got multiple opportunities. You might get a little overwhelmed. If you've been busy, you may have these two people coming in. It looks like two people. One of these is right for you. So definitely there's curiosity, wanting to know. Something to do with work, what you do for work or what you're working on, whatever it may be. This is a person very creative and determined, often very charming. But it has to do with somebody who's more spontaneous. See, very spontaneous. It comes in quickly. Tell me about this King of Wands. Yeah, this is a person seeing someone in a favorable light. See, it's all about good luck and timing. There's a blessing underneath this. I can feel it. This whole new cycle. Something about timing, planning, preparing, time. Yeah, they're determined. I mean, it looks like there's two. I see two. There's desire and attraction here. Tell me about the Lovers. Some of you are going to have to make a decision. I feel like you're going to have to make a decision. But this is someone who's deciding something too. They've made a decision because they're learning something. Tell me about the Lovers. Yeah, look at connection. Making a connection. As somebody wants to talk, they want to connect. I mean, I feel like this is someone talking to people about harmony, being fair, or doing things right. But it's about this connection. Tell me about this connection. Ooh, this person. So you got a person leveling up. They're very enthusiastic. This is someone coming in. And this is positive because they're feeling really enthusiastic about something. And it looks like something creative. It's somebody who's very creative. And they want this to go in their favor. They see things going in their favor. Wow. I feel if you got a choice, one of these you see in a more favorable light for sure. Because it's whether someone's right for you or not. Tell me about that Three of Cups. Yeah, temperance, patience. See, just being calm. With some Sag energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo. Someone has been doing some thinking. And I do see someone's been busy, a little time out. It could be someone going, hey, I got some time off, you know. But I really feel something about this connection. This person's enthusiastic, but see, they level up right away. Yeah, it is an idea. It's someone coming up with an idea, that little aha moment. See, it's a person win or lose. I think it could be the same person, their energy, but because often my readings will show that. But I do think this is two different people, and it comes in suddenly. You might be busy working at the time, and they might ask you if you're working, if you're busy, do you have time to talk? They want to talk. They want to connect. But it's an idea. They're coming up. This is someone coming up with an idea. It could be something to do with work. But like I say, to me, it's a reason. See, it's that win or lose. Yeah, this is a person who's been keeping things all to themselves, keeping it all in. See, they've gone within. They want to build with you. This is someone who wants to build. So it has to do with investing in a situation, but it's about what you're interested in. Like, it's all about what you're interested in. Something to do, maybe what you do for work, but I do feel it's an idea. And it is about getting together. See, they've gone within. They want to build, and that's what you want. They want to build something here. They're looking at putting in all this effort. And it's a person who's been keeping a lot to themselves. They stick to themselves. I see privacy. That's why I feel like, are you alone? Are you busy? Because it's something private they want to talk to you about. Now, this is a person maybe dealing with something here too. You know, it could be an idea. You know, what goes on between us stays between us. But I really feel it's just that energy of being really bold. Who's the King of Pentacles? It's a person taking the lead. It's a person who feels confident. They plan, prepare, they feel confident. They have confidence and self-control. They feel prepared. Somebody's been preparing. And that's why I feel working on their house and home, a much-needed rest, now time out, change coming. A much-needed rest. Whoever this is, you're in their thoughts. Even when they're working, they think about you. But the interesting part is this, things going in their favor, the timing. See, good luck and timing, feeling very fortunate. There's some sort of a blessing here. But it's a private conversation. They've kept this all to themselves too. See, they're talking to people, and I feel if anyone asks them, oh, I'm just curious. And that's what's so interesting with this person. They're keeping it to themselves. They're not telling anyone what it is that they're up to. Yeah. Yeah, they're in their feels. I knew it. I could see that coming. So someone who wants to tell you how they feel. But they want to know how you feel. I mean, it's all about learning that somebody's interested. I think this is someone finding out they're interested. Some of you have a person coming in who's interested in you. So, like I say, there's someone who's very emotional. I see a very masculine energy, but I do see 3 kings, which is interesting. Some of you may have multiple opportunities. See, this is a person who's prepared. See, being prepared, taking a step back, seeing things in a whole different light. So it's a person who's been preparing their house and home. See, getting something ready. It's about feeling comfortable. Even friends first. This person's confident enough to be friends first. Ooh. Yeah, they are. It's a person taking the lead. I still feel there's 2 people at least. Yeah. It's going to come in suddenly, and I do feel like you're going to have to make a decision. But this person's already decided. They've made up their mind. They're taking a leap of faith, win or lose. They're coming in to take control. And I do see this energy of 2 people. So I do think you're going to get a little overwhelmed, especially if you're working. So anything that you need to deal with, you might want to deal with. But it's like working on a home or working, but they want to build. They've gone within, and they are determined to succeed. Yeah. Tell me about temperance. Yeah, it's an emperor. See, being calm. So these are the energies of an emperor, but I still feel there's 2, okay? One of them's an emperor, the other person's just stable financially. But one of these people, I'm going to tell you, it's connecting with I think the King of Wands is the person who's the emperor. See, preparing their house and home. They've been thinking. So I do see time out. There's change. This is some sort of change. Now, if you've had a time out from someone, because things have been busy, this is someone prepared. See, they're grounding themselves. It's a test. This is a test. Tell me more about the Emperor. This is more complicated than it looks. Yep. Do you want to get together? Do you want to do things together? Team up. They want to get together. But there is the energy of 3. Yeah, you got this person here. There they are, King of Swords. All the kings are here. And now it could be for some of you just the Emperor going through all these emotions. It's a person who's very analytical. It's a person who's strategic. They've strategized. It's often a person who comes across as cold, but internally, inside, this, I gotta tell you, I don't know what's going on with the energy, but ever since that supermoon, there's been this shift, and there was this really toxic energy in some of the readings, and obsession and walking away and all this stuff going on. But now we have this shift because it's about clarity. It has to do with truth. Someone's learned some truth, the things you have in common, or you have some skills, something that you may have. And it could have to do with work, something they're working on or building. I mean, it could have to do with a house, a home, whatever it may be. But I got to tell you, it is an energy of preparing. And it has, oh yeah, look at, there's the high priestess confirmation. See, they've been keeping this to themselves, a secret, how they feel. You're about to get some truth here about how someone feels. I still feel there's two, though, because I feel like one of these people is someone who moves very slowly, and it could be someone who's been moving slow, but one of these people is somebody who's very slow. They take their time, they're meticulous, but the other person's going to come in, it's very spontaneous. That's why I feel two. But it's definitely an energy of getting you alone. Now, it's sort of like the communication is, are you alone? Are you busy? But this is a person who's quite strategic. And this is why I feel they've been planning something, their strategy. And it could be a little test. Because it's something they've been keeping within. It's a secret. It's how they feel. But it's about staying in control of their emotions. They feel very confident about how they feel. And they are taking the lead. It's a leader. Both of these people have leader energies, but one of these people is this emperor. See, analyzing, strategizing, executing their plan, a little test. They're going to invite you over. I think this is someone who's getting their home prepared. And I do see some time off because they've been busy. You know, do you have time off? When do you have time? And it is executing a plan. But if you have two, comparing one to the other. Yeah, I got to tell you, this person comes in very enthusiastic. It's a communication. They're enthusiastic. And then they level right up. They take the lead. They take control of the situation and probably the conversation. So it's about, I feel like it's telling you to just listen, okay? Yeah, see, they're manifesting what they desire. It's a little mirroring energy, but it has to do with this person. They have everything they need to manifest their desires. See, it's a person who's been preparing. They've been keeping this to themselves, but I do see there is someone here who's been talking to people. They've learned something. The things you have in common, maybe what you do for work, because I do see an idea. See, they're strategic. They come up with an idea because emperors make things happen. They're going to make something happen here. Ooh, this is crazy. I love it though, because I feel this, I mean, this is somebody here coming in to tell you how they feel. And it's often someone who's a little hard on the outside, you know, and soft on the inside. So I feel like whatever it is you've been manifesting, it's about to come to fruition. And it could be multiple for some of you. And you could get overwhelmed. Yeah. But it says, and some of you could put on the brakes with one person, or you've had someone who may do that and just kind of slow down a bit. But it's how someone's communicating. They're talking fast, you know, they're going, and then all of a sudden everything becomes very calm. So I feel like you've manifested this, but this person, I'm going to tell you, they are very creative, and this is someone who could be just creating opportunity. Because they are manifesting, and they're good at manifesting money too, and it's about communication. Their cup, it's an offer and invitation. It's I mean, it could be just a text message, or this person just, they're reaching out like somehow. So if you got somebody who doesn't know how to get a hold of you, I would have to say, if it's someone who knows where you live, they could show up at your home. But it's a person, one of these people is an emperor. One of them, I feel, is I mean, this is a stable person, but it's a person who's been preparing. See, it's all about preparing, strategizing, analyzing, very analytical, very structured, a lot of discipline. They've been really working on something. So I think it's the home. It's all about the foundation. There's this person, I think it's going to be an invitation. It's a little test. Look, the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, the couple that work together, play together energy. This is someone who wants to get together. I do think it is an energy of being prepared. Because it's almost like we have two people who've been kind of preparing themselves. The house is here twice, too. And the King and Queen of Pentacles. So this is all about being ready. Yeah, some of you have been kind of just focused on work. You know, you may be working on your home, but it's like they're doing the same thing. So that's what's manifesting here. So preparations have been underway. Now this person's ready to communicate. And you're about to receive. You've likely manifested this, but you're manifesting each other. And that's where that aha moment, that awareness is. It could be somebody here talking to people, trying to find out where you live. They may want to, I mean, this could be flowers or something too. But like I say, this is going to be very interesting energy. A lot of these emperors are really moving right now. And the empresses are learning to just chill and receive. But I definitely can see this stability. Something that you do for work. Something you do for work. It's the Emperor that's doing that. The other person, it more has to do with just preparing themselves, you know, their home financially and being ready, some time off. They've been busy. But it's a person who wants to talk face to face and probably alone. And this is the whole point of the idea. Yeah, it's one of these people's going to ask you out on a date. Some of you have already probably had a date. I get that vibe. Like you've already spent time with someone. But it's an energy of someone who's about to follow their heart. And that could be the feminine here. Aquarius, I am telling you. I do see some Gemini energy here too. Yeah, some strong Gemini. Someone who's spontaneous, charming. They just kind of live in the moment. And that's why I feel somebody here is spontaneous. They may, you know, hey, do you want to go for a cup of coffee? Do you want to get together? Do you want some company? I see company. So very interesting. Yeah. Overwhelming. But look at that. So some Taurus energy, which is structure, schedules, routine. See, there's changes. There's necessary changes being made. And someone has been very busy. I come back around and now there's time for a break. And there's the truth. Aha, the idea. Some of you are going to clue into this. You probably already know who these people are, especially this one person. Because it's not like you don't see it coming. It's like you already know the answers you're seeking. But it's like somebody asked you something that they should already know, and that's what I feel. It's really interesting. But it is a win or lose, and it is structure, it is truth, and possibly an idea. And I want to run something by you, you know. Some of you probably haven't talked to in a while. At least it looks that way. Tell me more about the Emperor. Why is this Emperor here? Yeah, choosing their battles, thinking things through, taking decisive action. They're communicating decisively, clear communication. But it's someone who's not going to let you get away. If it is someone who's become aware you have another person, I'm going to tell you they're swooping in. But it's almost like two people, so it's really interesting. Ooh, I hope this, I don't see any conflict or anything. I see clarity and truth. Victory. It schedules routines, making some sort of a commitment. But this is someone who has faith in how they feel. One of these people has integrity, and I do see people around them hold this person in high regard. They speak truth. They have integrity. Could be a business owner, but yeah, very interesting. There it is. Truth, victory. What have I got to lose? They're going for it. And you may be looking at this that way as well, Aquarius. This is all their energy mostly. But it's saying to ground yourself, to kind of get prepared. It's almost like you've been preparing yourself. It's like you already kind of know. You already knew how somebody was feeling. You knew, you know that this is coming. And I feel like you're prepared. Definitely this structure, right? Self-discipline and whatever is being learned. Take care. See you soon.